Love you all. Welcome all you lovers to the Florida Love Show. This is your love hour right before happy hour, sponsored by Florida Love. Join us each week as we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. Now, back to spreading love.
This is for you, Kenny. It's the Florida Love Show, paying love forward is the theme. It's the Florida Love Show, hosted by Kenny and his dream. Every special guest brings their love to the set, and the interview flies, it all comes alive, like a duet. He wears many hearts, so he has a very special side. In the Brooklyn Cafe, it's a big love buffet. With roses galore, and you are adored. Come take a bouquet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Shine your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Love this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Give the gift of love and pay it forward and go. Give a kiss, give a hug. It's the Florida Love Show. Love you, Kenny.
Love you, Sha. Welcome all you lovers to the Florida Love Show and a happy, 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 loving Halloween. As you see, we're celebrating love here for Halloween. And again, welcome all you lovers. So please comment, send the comments coming so I can get to see all the love that's out there for Halloween and all you lovers. So I'm so happy about the show today. We're going to be loving Tess LaBella. She's the world famous grandmother of what, 6 kids, Tess? 6 grandkids. She's amazing, and I love her so much. We're going to be loving her dad, Leonard, in loving memory. So a lot of love today. And so today's an incredible day. I was in Publix getting my roses, and of course I'm dressed like Elvis. And so everybody was like, you know, they wanted to take pictures with me. So it was just incredible, spreading the love, giving out the roses, and that same police officer was there, Jerry, and I gave him a rose to give to his wife. He says, I keep giving roses to my wife. She's so happy. That's how love spreads. That's love karma. That's how love spreads. So, oh, there we go. So all you lovers, I am so excited for this show. And what we do at Florida Love is we spread love all over the world. So I'm Kenny Love, founder and creator of Florida Love. We spread love to all human beings all over the world. And so I say I love you to everyone. And so when George Floyd had passed, I went out and I handed out roses to every African American and I said, I love you. And so the news covered it. So I'm going to show you the news. Please play the news.
Welcome back. Now at 5:30, who couldn't use a little love right now?
One Pompano Beach businessman is making it his mission to spread love all around by giving out the flower of love to random strangers. CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo has this heartwarming story.
There's an old song with lyrics that say what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Ken Lerman is living that moment in a movement he created called Roses for Change.
We love you.
The idea for Roses for Change came about after the death of George Floyd and the turmoil that followed.
I felt their pain. And for me, I don't see color. I mean, I see us all as human beings. And we all can love each other. I mean, love is simple.
Ken, who owns his own printing business for 35 years, appropriately named the Happy Printer, decided to spring into action, purchasing dozens of roses he could hand out.
The first thing I did was I went to Whole Foods and I also went to Publix and I gave out roses to all the African Americans in the store. And I said, I love you. And they said, I love you back. And they said, God bless you. And they said, we need love more now than ever before.
Ken was so moved by the response, he posted pictures on Facebook, receiving 600 likes. Suddenly, Roses for Change on Facebook was born. His followers wanted to join him, buying roses too, and it's now become a movement, spreading love to people of all races. We recently caught up with them in Boca Raton.
I just want to say I love you. Have a wonderful day.
Michelle Bellman, who had never met Ken in person, wanted in on the love train and came out on this day to volunteer.
His message is just of love, and love yourself, and love one another. And he speaks to my soul, and he speaks to me because I love to spread love as well.
Some were skeptical, wondering if there's a catch to these random acts of kindness. But for those who understood it, it meant the world.
I think it's just amazing. This is really, really nice. You're really showing your love. You're taking your time to do this. Just amazing. And the red flowers, forget it. Just bringing brightness to this world. It's much needed. Thank you so much.
Seriously, so sweet.
Can you imagine what a world it would be like if we just all gave roses to each other instead of what's actually going on? Like, to me, that's a way to spread a message. Spread the message of love.
Lucky me, I received my rose. For more information on Roses for Change when they meet every Friday, go on to our website at cbsmiami.com. I'm Lisa Petrillo, Smell and Sweet, CBS 4 News.
Love you, Lisa Petrillo. So that's what Roses for Change, that's what happens. It transforms the world with love. And it's a worldwide love movement. People call me from all over the world to have Roses for Change love marches. So like today in Publix, I had a Roses for Change love march, and people just lit up. I mean, what does it take to just give somebody a rose and say, I love you? It's incredible. So that's what we do here at Florida Love. That's one of the groups we have is Roses for Change. Please join Roses for Change, and you'll go on love marches with us. And, you know, again, or you could do it yourself. Just give out a rose and say, I love you. And it's the most, again, it's the feeling is priceless. It's just priceless. I had one woman say to me, she was 90, she hadn't heard I love you in 80 years. And I had another woman say to me, well, she just started crying, and then she said to me, I was like, what happened, you know? And she said her husband passed away the day before. Her husband of 50 years passed away the day before, and she hadn't told anybody. A lot of people are alone in this world, and they're in their head, and that's a terrible place to be. That's like poison, okay? Because, you know, when you're in your head, you're in judgment, you're in gossip, you're in criticism, you're in hatred, you're in anger, you're in resentment. You know, you're in violence, you know, even killing. I mean, so love is none of that. And love is getting out of your head. Love is about another person's happiness. And that's what love is all about, with no expectations of anything in return, just about everybody else's happiness. And it's the best feeling in the whole world. I always say, if you want to love yourself, go out and love everybody else. Go out and just give everything away and say, I love you. Give roses, give anything. So I want to share, so Tess walks in today. I love Tess so much. By the way, Freddie Love commented. You saw Freddie Love? So Freddie Love, I'm Jewish, Freddie Love. I know everybody thinks I look Italian, but I'm Jewish. Tess walks in today. She's like, are you Jewish? Because Freddie, he knows you're Jewish, but you look Italian. So I thought that was great. And Tess, actually, when you see her dad, Leonard, later on the show, we do an in loving memory to him. And I'm actually dedicating the show to Leonard. I love you, Leonard. Love you so much. So Freddie Love, who Tess married, she married her father. Freddie, you look just like Leonard. I know, right? I'm telling you, when I made the slideshow, I was in tears. It's so beautiful, your whole family. And again, she's a world famous grandmother of 6 grandchildren. I've never had that as a title, but it's so appropriate. It's so perfect. She is pure love, pure love. So Tess walks in today, and this is what love is all about. It's so simple. So she walks in, and she hands me this plant, okay? So this plant is an anthurium. And what's so beautiful about this plant, we've had almost 100 shows, Sha and I. I've gotten gifts from, lots of gifts. I don't expect any gifts at all, but this is love karma. So she comes in with this, and it's all shaped like hearts. Love you, Freddie Love. Me too. Love you, love you. And by the way, love you, Griffin Love. Griffin Love was commenting before. Love you, Griffin Love. So Griffin Love is an incredible gamer. He's actually creating a game for Florida Love that we're going to have love characters that kill the hate characters. So we spread love all over the world. So Griffin's creating that. So Griffin, you're amazing. I love you so much. So these are love flowers. She comes in with love flowers. How incredible is that? Perfect for you. Yeah, perfect for me. And so my whole room is filled with love gifts from the show. And, I have a crystal ball with a rose in it, and, on and on and on. So love is so simple. So I love you so much, Tess. Love you so much. So she came in with this. Then she comes in with this beautiful card. What does it take to give somebody a card and say, I love you? It touched my heart. I mean, Tess, it so touched my heart. So she wrote this beautiful card, beautiful bird, like a little like one of those birds that sucks honey out of a flower, right? Right? So she writes, love, love, love. So here's the card, love, love, love. She writes, Dear Kenny, thanks for the memories, heart, heart. Lots of love, Tess, XXOO. So could you imagine if everybody in the whole world right now gave a card to whoever, to even a stranger? I mean, it would transform their world with love, make their day. So I lit up when I saw this card. So I'm so excited to put this card in my room. I love you, Tess. I love this card so much. Then Tess walks in. I mean, yeah, I love Tess so much. Amanda Netherton loves you so much.
Oh my God, I love it.
So who's Amanda?
Okay, Amanda is an amazing woman who makes crafts, and she crafted the Aunt Marion doll. So Aunt Marion is a animated character that I made, but I drew her. She made her real 3D.
So she made her into a 3D
Her into a
doll, Aunt Marion?
Aunt
Amanda, Aunt Marion doll. Amanda, you're amazing. I love you so much.
Mama.
Amanda Love. Love you, love you, love you. So, I mean, thank you for watching, Amanda. Again, love you, love you, love you. She's incredible. So she's so creative. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Love you, Amanda. Please keep commenting, everybody. Please keep commenting, spreading the love. So then Tess walks in with the book that she wrote with Petrell, her partner, called Merry Witchmas, okay? And it's personally signed by them on the date that it came out, which is 9/21/21. So it says, Dear Kenny, thanks for the love. May all your days be merry and bright. Merry Witchmas. Tess, it's actually Petrell and Tess LaBella. So this is an incredible book. I started reading it about a witch who loves Christmas. loves Christmas. And Santa's not coming to her place, right?
Right.
Because she's a witch, right?
Well, he doesn't believe in witches.
He doesn't believe in witches.
That's why he's not coming.
So you got to read the book to find out what happens. But she wants Santa to come to her house. So this book is incredible. Merry Witchmas. Where could you purchase it? On Amazon?
Amazon, Barnes & Noble, where all books
Amazon.
are sold. It's international.
Okay, it's international where all books are sold. So, I mean, this is adorable. If I had a kid,
Yeah, Boyd's Mills and Press and Penguin Random House.
really. So anywhere books are sold. If I had a child, I mean, this would be the first thing I'd get them, especially with Halloween and Christmas coming up. So, again, more love all around my room. Thank you, Tess. I love you so much, Tess. Love you so much. So, love is amazing. I call this love karma. When we send love out and spread love out into the world, it comes back, okay? And you just got to trust God. God is love. You just got to trust God. Right, Sharon? You just got to trust God. Actually, Sharon's going to share about this epiphany she had yesterday about having faith in God. So God is love. Actually, on my phone, my wallpaper is God is love from the Bible, from John. So every day it reminds me just to love everybody. And it's so simple to love everybody. Again, love is no judgment, no gossip, no criticism, no anger, no hatred, no killing, no violence. Love is just saying I love you. And it's freedom. It's pure freedom. And it just spreads like love fire. We call it loving it forward here at Florida Love. So it's incredible. And also, Florida Love is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3. So everything on Florida Love is free. To post on all our groups and pages, which I'll talk to you in a little bit about, is free. Anything to come on the show is free. You know, please contact me if you want to be a guest on the show. Everything is free because love is free. So I love you all. And so I went out actually after George Floyd's passing, and I went to a teenage center called the Milagro Center, and I handed out roses to teenagers and said, I love you. Now, these teenagers hadn't heard I love you in years, from parents, from siblings, from friends. So they're just hanging around doing nothing, and then I walk in with roses saying I love you, and at the end we're dancing. So please play that news.
We're continuing to bring you inspiring stories from our area about people changing their communities for the better. Tonight, WPTV News Channel 5's Chris Gilmore shares the story of a man on a mission to spread love, one rose at a time.
Roses are red and Ken Lerman's suit is too.
Love you, Anthony.
If you see his bouquets, he has a message for you.
Man, love you, brother.
The 55-year-old loves love.
I love you.
And he now uses roses to let people know it.
I love you.
There's some pain behind Lerman's purpose. His Roses for Change campaign began this summer after he and people across the country witnessed the fallout following the death of George Floyd while in police custody.
How can one human being do that to another human being? Like, I was crying when I saw it.
Armed with roses and a message of love, Lerman says he wanted to reach those most affected.
I got to give this to all the African Americans. They're hurting.
His message has since caught on both online and in Palm Beach County, where he regularly shares love and roses to people of all colors. We caught up with Lerman with 100 of his favorite flowers in hand at the Milagro Center in Delray Beach.
A lot of learning goes on every day here in the Milagro Center, but today's lesson consisted of some flowers and 3 words going a long way.
I love you.
I was surprised and I was like, oh, I love you too.
A lot of these teens say it's been a while since they've heard those words directed at them,
I love you.
and even longer since they've been given flowers.
It was kind of weird at first. I was like, roses giving someone flowers. It was kind of weird because I didn't expect that, but it's pretty nice. It's a really nice gesture.
He said, I love you, you stay safe, and he told my grandma happy birthday too.
Lerman says he hopes the connection he makes with strangers leaves a lasting impact.
That's my mission every single day, to spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love.
Because maybe all you need is love. In Delray Beach, Chris Gilmore, WPTV News Channel 5.
And you can help us share stories that are inspiring South Florida. Just send us your ideas to inspiring@WPTV.
Love you, Chris Gilmore. Love you, love you, love you. So those teenagers, we were dancing together at the end. So that's what roses and saying I love you, that's how transforming the teenage center with love, that's what happens. But we can do this anywhere. I mean, I have done Roses for Change events at temples, churches, recovery centers, hospitals during COVID. I did one for foster moms at a luncheon, teachers, you know, police officers today. Just one rose saying I love you. And I thank this police officer for his service. And, you know, we just love each other so much. Like maybe the reform we need in the world is just to love each other. Maybe we should pass a bill in Congress that we all love each other. Maybe that's all we need is love. You know, for me, my political party's love, my religion is love, everything is love, because love is freedom. Maybe that's all we need is love. In Congress, in the world, all we need. So Florida Love, I call it World Love, is about spreading love all over the world. All human beings loving each other. And we're all the same as human beings. I don't see color, white, blue, black, yellow, green, whatever. We all have blood. We're all the same. So the only thing that separates us is language, and we create our world with our language. So I create my world by saying I love you, and then I live in a loving world. It's so simple. So I love you all you lovers out there. And so every week I play a video about life is short, or don't judge people by the way they look, but life is short. So I could pass right now on this show. I could pass right now. So I'm going to go out and love everyone while I'm still here. And again, we've had 1 million loving memories on this show that life is short. Again, people just pass in a moment. Look at COVID, over 700,000 people. So again, life is short. So go out and love everybody. We only have now. So I'm going to play a video right now about not judging people by the way they look, just loving everybody. So please play that video.
That guy, not so much.
I don't think that we should judge a book by its cover.
Okay, new girl. I'll take the suit, you take the sweats. Let's see who gets the bigger tip. Hello, sir. Nice suit you got on. What can I get started for you?
I will have the filet mignon, rack of lamb, truffle soup, heritage salad, and a bottle of your finest red wine.
Excellent order, sir. I will get that started right away.
Hi, sir. What can I get for you today?
Hey, I'll just take a salad.
Oh, our salads are pretty small. Are you sure you wouldn't like anything else?
No, that's fine. I'm a pretty simple eater.
Would you like some sparkled water?
No, tap's fine. Thank you.
Let me guess, he only ordered one item in a tap water.
He did, but he's a nice man.
Oh, nice doesn't pay the bills, okay? Once he finishes, get him out of here as quickly as possible. He smells terrible, and we have to save our tables for customers who actually have money.
That's not fair. We should treat everyone the same.
You'll learn quickly once you realize you aren't making any money. How's it going? Any room for dessert?
Yes, in fact, I will have a piece of chocolate cake and a glass of champagne to top it off.
Coming right up. The more they order, the fatter the tip.
All right, sir. Can I get you anything else?
No, ma'am, I'm all right. But it seems like I left my wallet in my car. Do you mind if I go grab it?
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Of course.
Okay, right back, I promise.
You're not going to see that guy again, I can tell you that.
You know, why don't you just worry about your own customers? Or lack of customer.
He dined and ditched! Ugh!
Hey, sorry about that. You can just go ahead and keep the change as is.
Wait, thank you, sir, but your meal really wasn't very much. This tip is far too generous.
No, it's really not a problem. All right, I'm an NBA player and I just finished a great practice. It's actually why I'm so sweaty. But I love to help out when I can.
Wow, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, hey, would you like to come to a basketball game tomorrow? I could get you and a friend tickets.
Sure, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, there'll be really good seats. All right, just come to the forum by like 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right, cool. See you tomorrow.
Am I dreaming? Did that really just happen?
I guess it pays to treat everyone with respect.
So don't judge people. Don't judge anybody, just love them. And so the waitress who loved that man, she ended up with a $100 tip and tickets to the basketball game. That's love karma. To love everyone the same, love everyone with respect, with dignity, all human beings, to love all human beings. So at Florida Love, we love everyone. And I say I love you to everyone. So I love you all. Please keep the comments coming. Please, let's all love each other. Please keep the comments coming. So we have different groups at Florida Love. And one of the groups we have is Roses for Change, where we give out roses and we say, I love you. Has about 1,000 people. Then we have Love Circle, which also has about 1,000 people, where we get together in person. We have Days of Love, and we just give out love, say I love you. Then we also have Love Will Keep Us Together with about 4,000 people. And what we do is we just love each other. We say, I love you, love you, love you, love you. All day long, we post love. That's it, just love. And the only requirement to be in a Florida Love group is to be loving. That's it, be loving. How simple is that? And so that's Love Will Keep Us Together. That's one of my favorite songs from Tony Tennille and Captain and Tennille. So again, and love will keep us together, and love does keep us together. So please join Love Will Keep Us Together, Love Circle, Roses for Change. Then we have Florida Love Dating and Networking. This is exploding. To find the man or woman of your dreams, or just to spread love about what you're doing. So I woke up this morning and there was over 100 people who applied. It's actually doubled in like the past few weeks. It went from like 1,000 to 4,000. So it actually, I don't know, quadrupled. And it's just growing like crazy. So every time I see a group, I go, it's going to have 1 million, because everybody wants to love and be loved. So please join Florida Love Dating and Networking. And the other group we have is Love Songs. So Love Songs is absolutely exploding, spreading love all over the world. So I woke up this morning and 1,000 people wanted to join. So it went from one person a few months ago. Today it's almost 80,000 people. It's going to have 1 million people. And so again, this morning I woke up 1,000 people from all over the world wanted to join Love Songs. Everybody wants to love and be loved. Doesn't matter what the language, where in the world, everybody wants to love and be loved. So this is one of my favorite songs about love, and I'm playing it from Love Songs. So I hope you enjoy it. I love you all. Please play that song.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
No, not just for some, but for everyone.
Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb.
There are oceans and rivers enough to cross,
enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. All this and more, if you want to know. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. No, not just for some, but for everyone.
Wow. Mwah. So they are father and daughter, and what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Yes, we all need to love and be loved. So that's what the Florida Love and Florida Love show is all about. So Sharon came up to me a few minutes ago. She takes my collar and she puts it down. She's like, that looks better. So that's what love is. So I want to welcome everyone to, this is Sha and Tess, my featured guest, world famous grandmother, lover. So Tess was loving everything on Florida Love on Instagram.
That's right.
And we have like, I don't know, 12,000, 13,000 now followers. And Tess was one of them, and loving, loving, loving. And I found out she lives right here in, what, Boynton Beach, right?
Yeah, right in Boynton
Boynton Beach. I'm like, Tess, you got to come on the show. Then I found out about this beautiful book that she wrote about love, Merry Witchmas. And I found out she's a world famous grandmother. And then I also found out that her dad had passed, and that I love Leonard. He said we were going to do in loving memory to him on the show, and I'm dedicating the show to Leonard. So, Tess, please share with us your love for your dad.
Oh, that's easy. First, I'd like to say thank you so much for having me on the show, Kenny. Any opportunity to spread love is a great day. And thank you for singing so beautifully.
Thank you.
So my dad was a very gregarious character. He had a wonderful personality and a heart as big as gold. And if he was here alive today, he'd shove me off the mic, sit down at that piano and play. Yeah, he could play music without
Did he sing too?
He sang, he had a gorgeous voice. Wow. But he was a very fun-loving person. And I like to think that I got some of that from him.
I'm sure.
Yeah, some of that.
And I just met you.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so, you know, and he's Italian, right?
He's Italian, right.
Like major Italian, right?
Big time Italian.
Yeah. So was he born here or was he born in
No,
Italy?
he was born in Jersey, and he was a builder, and he owned a hotel in Hackettstown, New Jersey called the Clarendon many, many years ago.
Yeah. So Freddie Love just wrote in to love you.
My Freddie Love.
Your hubby loving
Now
you.
there's love.
Yeah. and
Walking
also-
love.
Yes. Pure love, Freddie, who looks like Leonard, looks like your dad.
That's your
You
husband.
married your dad.
They call him Hunka Burnin' Freddie Love.
Hunka burning Freddie Love. Well, I think that's like Elvis. He's hunka burning Freddie Love. Definitely. And and also Trutron just wrote in. So Trutron, I love you, Trutron. So Trutron is an amazing graphic designer. He creates these incredible posters every week. So I love you, Trutron. Love you,
Thank
love
you.
you. So there's so much love pouring in right now for you, Tess,
Oh,
and
that's
Sharon,
wonderful.
and So I just want to say I love you to everybody in the studio. So we got Slick, the music maestro. I love you, Slick. Love you, love you.
Thank you,
Doing
Slick.
hearts. I got my professional photographer here, Danny Love. He takes hundreds of pictures every week. Love you, Danny Love. Love you, love you.
Love you, Dan.
So we have such a loving studio. Like, what does it take to just love each other and say I love you? So really special, special. So Tess, you know, I mean, I have to say, when I made the video, I was like in tears when of your family. But it reminded me of The Sopranos because you said New Jersey.
Yeah, well, what exit are you from?
I know,
That's
right? So tell me more about like how your family with The Sopranos or whatever I saw in that beautiful.
Well, you saw a big Italian family who just does nothing but love and eat. Kenny, that's all we do, love and eat. It's just a disease, a dis-ease, not disease, dis-ease, after you're done eating all the food. But I have to say that my mom brought all of that, and her mother, Noni Teresa, they brought all that love and culture and tradition.
So also, you had, what was your uncle's name? Trudgy?
My Uncle Chudgy.
Chudgy.
We talked about, that's funny, that's my father's brother, Mike. And he knew Joe Pesci and Frankie Valli, and they kind of all grew up together. So those are lots. Oh, there
Like
he is.
knew
Love,
them?
love, love, Tess. I love you, my Freddie. Yeah, so they're, you know, they all grew up together in Jersey, and, you know, it was a simpler time back then, you know, it really was.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so they all used to hang out together, Frankie
They all
Valli
hung out,
and
yeah, they all hung out together.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, they all went their own ways. You know, my uncle was a builder as well. But I think my dad, if we were going to talk about, as far as who was the star of the family, I'd have to say it was him.
Did he sing with, did he play and sing with Frankie Valli?
Well, no, he did not.
Oh.
No. And actually, he wasn't friends. It was his brother that was
Oh, okay.
friends. Yeah. No, but when we had the hotel, he organized all of the entertainment. That was his thing, you know?
Okay.
So he would get up and he would sing. And Kenny, I think I told you a story about he wrote a love song for my mother. And when they were in Washington, D.C., he had a band that night play it, and he sang.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Your mother must have
My
melted.
mother, yeah. My mother melted is right. Her name is Rita. So
yeah, so lovely Rita. So Rita was in the hospital this week, right?
Rita was, but she's doing great because she's stronger than the average bear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Rita so much. I got to speak to her last night.
That was very
and
nice.
just love
She
her.
loved
She's so
that.
special, and she, you know, I asked her, "Can you cook?" She's like, "I can cook." I don't know about now, but she wanted to cook.
She could cook anything.
Cook anything. That's
She
what
could
she
cook
said. She
anything.
could put anything together.
Doesn't it sound like, Kenny, you and I need to go to an Italian dinner?
I'm telling you, I think we should go to your place for Christmas.
Ask Freddie. He's in charge of all of the arrangements.
Really?
He holds the book.
Yeah, and I mean, again, you know, being
The
Jewish,
appointment
Freddie
book.
and I going there for Christmas. I mean,
Oh,
we have
gosh.
food fest.
Right. Well, my grandchildren this year are coming for Christmas, and they cannot wait. Ethan, Max, and Lily. It's their time to come for Christmas Eve. And
So,
then,
who are all your grandchildren?
so we have. I'll start from the very oldest to the very littlest.
And who's the child of which son, daughter?
Okay. So Ethan, Max, and Lily, they belong to Lauren. Lauren's in New Jersey, and then we have Devin. Devin's in Arizona, and she belongs to Dan and Tiffany. And then we have beautiful Bella Louise, who belongs to Keith and Brooke, and little Teresina, who belongs to Rita and Jonelle. So it is a fun factory of little lovin's.
Wow. So you have 4 kids?
Well, we have 4 between us. I have 2, and Freddie Love has 2.
Got it.
So
They're nice and blended.
it's beautiful, really.
So your second marriage, you came together.
Yes.
What a family.
Yes, what a family we merged, for sure. And the kids all, they brighten our life, you know? They bring so much into it. You know, when you're a parent, you think that's the biggest thing you'll ever love in your life is your own children, right? But then when you become a grandparent, there is a whole new level of love that you've never experienced before.
My parents say it's the best thing because, you know, you get all the perks of the parent when you love them unconditionally, but
yes.
then when you're tired here,
Or you could be the smotherer like me that
Right,
never
the
lets
spo-
them
the
go.
spoiler,
The
the
spoiler.
spoiler.
Yeah.
Wow, incredible. So your dad and mom created all this.
Yes.
They spread all this love
Yeah.
to you, your
Yeah, I
your
have a
children,
sister.
your
Yep.
grandchildren, and a sister. Okay.
And a brother. I have a
Okay.
sister, Maria, who's married to Nelson, wonderful brother and sister, sister and brother-in-law. And I have a brother, Lenny, who's the oldest, and his wife, Joy, and their kids. I love my brother and sister with all my heart and soul. What a gift they are to me.
So you know what else I love about Italian families? Not only do they live close together, and like they love food and they love being together, they also name their kids after themselves.
Right. Lenny, 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 and Lenny.
So how many?
You don't have to
so your
remember
dad
many
is
names.
Lenny,
Lennys.
and then your brother is Lenny.
Right.
Your mom is Rita.
Right.
Your daughter's Rita.
And it's very practical. You say one name, everybody turns
And
around.
that's right.
Lenny, come to the table. Everybody's coming.
That's maybe why they did that, because they were limited in English. So you know what I mean?
Keep it simple with the accent,
That's incredible. So tell me what you love so much about your dad, or what your dad gave you is like, what he handed down to you.
I think he gave me the gift of humor and humility. He always had a smile and a laugh, even when the clouds were dark. He never let it get to him. And he had a very difficult life. Even with his very, very highs, he had very, very lows, but he never showed it. So I think that he gave that to me, to always look on the bright side of things and to always be grateful. Both my mother and father, I have to say, both gave that. Gratitude is everything.
So it's really gratitude. Love is everything. They were just so loving, always
Right.
the bright side of
Yeah.
everything,
Right
the
side
loving
of
side
love.
of everything. Yeah. And didn't you were telling me you danced with your father? Was that at Rita's wedding?
Yeah, at
Was
Rita's
that the
wedding.
last time you saw him?
Nope. No,
but it was one of
I
those.
saw him the day he passed.
Right.
But that was the last dance we had. And I loved how he came over during the song. It was his Frankie Valli's My Eyes Adore You. And I loved that Rita picked that, and Jonelle. So he comes over and he says to me, come on, come dance with Daddy, which I loved that I was going to go dance with Daddy, And as we were dancing, it never dawned on me that would be our last dance. But I will tell you this, I treasured every moment of that dance when we were dancing. I never took any moment for granted, and I'm glad I didn't.
Wow.
You know how love spreads when there's coincidences? Well, my father, both my parents, I adore. And my dad specifically, every event that we have in the family where there's like dancing, we always have a father and daughter dance. From
nice.
From before I was even married till today. Even we just celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary,
God
my
bless them.
parents.
Good.
And again, we have in the video we have me and him dancing. So I so know how much
Yeah.
you treasure that and how
That-
special that is to have that kind of a relationship
Right.
where his eyes adore you and you adore him. And yeah.
Tess, could you please take off your glasses so I can see your beautiful eyes?
Sure.
You have such beautiful eyes.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and I
You
keep
hear that,
seeing the
Freddie?
glare
No.
from the glasses. See, you have gorgeous eyes. Right,
Thank
Freddie?
you.
She has gorgeous eyes.
Yeah.
I think he married your eyes. They're so beautiful.
That's so nice.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. So you danced with your dad
Yeah.
to the song at the wedding. And what song was it?
My Eyes Adore You.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful.
Such a beautiful song.
Yeah. Yeah. So Sharon actually prepared a special song for you today.
Oh,
To sing,
Sharon.
to love you
You're
and
going to
your
make
dad.
me cry.
And this is what we were talking about before, where Kenny gives me songs that I've never sung before.
Yo, I was pumping her. I was trying to get all the skinny, What's
Yeah, but
happening?
I
What's this?
didn't let on. I didn't let
No,
on.
she did not.
But this was when, he called me and he said, my eyes adore you. And I'm like, Frankie Valli, I know the song, never sung the song, but for you and for
Oh, thank you.
This is for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharon.
You're welcome.
Wow.
My eyes adored you. Though I never laid a hand on you, my eyes adored you. Like a million miles away from me, you couldn't see how I adored you. So close and yet so far. Carried your books from school, playing make-believe you're married to me. You were 5th grade, I was 6th when we came to be. Walking home every day over Barnegat, Bedridge and Bay, till we grew into the me and you went our separate ways. My eyes adored you. Though I never laid a hand on you, my eyes adored you. Like a million miles away from me, you couldn't see how I adored you. So close and yet so far. Headed to city lights, climbed the ladder up to fortune and fame. I worked my fingers to the bone, made myself a name. Funny, I seem to find that no matter how the years unwind, still I reminisce about the girl I miss and the love I've left behind. My eyes adored you. Though I never laid a hand on you, my eyes adored you. Like a million miles away from me, you couldn't see how I adored you. So close and yet so far. Adored you. Though I never laid a hand on you, my eyes adored you. Like a million miles away from me to you, my eyes adored you. So close and yet so far. My eyes adored you. Like a million miles away from me, you couldn't see how I adored you. So close and yet so far.
Wow, Penny, what do you think of that?
So, Tess, what's it like to hear that song that Sharon just
Oh,
sung?
I was visualizing it. I was visualizing in that room. I was visualizing dancing with him and listening to him tell me funny things while we were dancing.
So,
Thank you, Sharon.
You're welcome.
So
And
your
thank
dad-
you, Kenny.
I love you so much, Tess.
Thank you. I love you back.
Yeah. So your dad adored you.
He did. I could say that confidently. He did. He was very proud of me.
So when you were dancing, he was whispering funny things
Oh,
in
he
your ear?
was, yeah, because every Italian has their own little dialogue, like, Rita could have had a little bit more mozzarella on the table. Did you think that the bread was okay? I don't know about the bread. They could have done better when the bread, that's the conversation that was being had.
Yeah. And you'll never forget that dance.
Never.
No. So I want to show the slideshow, Tess.
Okay.
Are you dancing with your dad in the slideshow or no?
I think so.
I think so
I
too.
think so, yeah.
Let's see it.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
see it. so beautifully done.
So I was in tears when I made that. And what's it like for you to see those memories, Tess?
Oh, well, Kenny, it's always a good feeling because I don't ever put him away. Like for me, Pops is here.
Yeah, nor should you.
I don't.
He's here,
He
he's
is
here, he's here. And he was dancing when I was singing, too.
Oh, I'm sure he was. Yeah, that's the blessing, I think, when you come to terms with life. You keep it alive. Even though they leave the earth, they didn't leave you.
Their essence.
Right, they never leave you. So I feel great anytime I get to see that or live that. It's a happy feeling.
Yeah, so world famous grandmother, I think, is the perfect title for you.
Thank you.
Look at all that love. So much love.
I'm determined to be a devoted grandmother for all my days of my life. It's the most important title I think I carry right now.
So Freddie just wrote in how much she loved what you're singing, Sharon.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So, Tess, can I see your eyes again?
Sure.
I love your eyes. You have such beautiful eyes.
Thank you. Sharon,
Wow, they
that's Freddie in
sparkle.
my song. I never told you that, but that's why he loved it so much, because that's our song.
That's your song?
Yeah.
The same one?
That's the, yep.
That's amazing.
Wow, so
You
that's
have an
and
amazing
Freddie.
gal here, Freddie.
So that's you and Freddie's song. Wow. Wow. So Sharon prepared another song to sing you, to love you.
Oh, Sharon.
So this one is encompasses all the memories that you have and all the memories that you're going to continue making with your husband, with your children, and all the ones that you have with those who have passed.
Thank you.
And everything in you. And here we go.
Oh, thank you so much.
Like the corners of my mind, misty watercolored memories of the way we were. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind, smiles we gave to one another for the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the
Freddie Love wrote in how beautiful that was. And
He means it too.
yeah. And I still can't get over how much Freddie looks like your dad.
Yes. He has a lot of his characteristics as well. He really does. He's a protector. He's gentle. He's fierce. He's powerful. He's a mush. He's all of it.
You hear that? She loves you.
Yeah.
She can go on and on all
I
night.
know, I could.
And he loves you so much. How did you meet?
Oh, this is a great story, but it'll take too long. Let's just say 43 years ago.
Oh, wow.
He was a dentist and I was in high school, so there's an age difference. And it was my first job. They were doing this work-study program in high school. And, oh, gosh, I never showed up for it, and I kept hearing my name over the loudspeaker, please come to the office, please come to the office. And I was like, So finally, the guidance counselor, Mr. Funchin, he brings me down to the office. He said, listen, we picked your spot, so you're going. And I was like, all right, where am I going? And he goes, you're going to the dental office. I said, do you not know me? I gave everything. Why am I going to the dental office? I'm not going to the dental office. Yes, you are. So I'll leave it at that, and that it was a blessing that all those years later, we were able to be together. So
That's
it was-
amazing.
Yeah, it's a crazy story, right?
Wow. So you met Freddie at the dental office.
Yeah, yeah.
So thank God for that guidance
Thank
counselor.
God. Yeah. Look at these
Mr.
teeth.
What? Funchin, right. Mr. Funchin, is that his name?
Mr. Funchin,
He has-
yeah.
He has the word fun in there.
Yeah,
Yes, he
the word
does.
fun in there.
Yeah, and he's still a good friend, and along with my other teacher, Mr. Hughes and Mr. Poole. Imagine that, being this old and still having those teachers as your friend. But yeah, so I have to thank Mr. Funchin.
And you know what I keep hearing?
What do you keep
When you
hearing?
were describing your dad, you
Yeah.
said how he would always smile even when
Yeah.
it was, a low time. And it
Sure.
reminds me of the Charlie Chaplin song, Smile.
Yeah, when your dad was-
smile
that
though
was his-
your heart is aching,
Yep,
smile
mhm.
even though it's breaking. So smile, what do we see?
Right, the teeth.
Right, so I'm just
Oh my
saying.
gosh,
like-
synchronicity,
Right,
yeah.
like it comes together.
Oh,
and
that was brilliant.
Yeah, thank you.
Very brilliant. Wow. Hear that, Freddie?
But that's what it reminds me of, because, your dad had that, and, you encompassed it.
Yeah, I wanted to smile.
Yeah, and then you found someone who creates beautiful smiles and helps
Mhm.
other people smile and not be embarrassed of their teeth.
Right.
And even though he wasn't the first, he was the last.
Right.
Right?
That's very
So
true.
It came full
Very
circle.
true. Wow. Thank you for putting that little thing together. That was beautifully
You're welcome.
very nice
Yeah, so-
metaphor there.
Yeah, so I'm dedicating this show not only to your dad, Leonard, and love you so much, and love Chef so much, but to smiling.
Yes.
So this is very interesting, okay? There's no accident. So I'm at Publix today, and I said to a woman, Florida Love, I give out roses, I say I love you, and we spread love all over the world. She says to me, you know how I spread love? I smile at people.
Aw,
Oh, my goodness.
yeah. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your husband's name?
Freddie.
Freddie, by the way, my husband Jacob is also a dentist.
Our
No
people are
coincidence.
going to call your people.
Yeah, so God is love. Crazy
Amazing.
coincidences. So I love you so much, Tess. Tess, love
Love you so much too,
Love your whole
Kenny. Thank
family.
you.
Love Dad, Leonard, Mom, Rita. Love you, Shad. That was
Love you,
beautiful,
Kenny.
Thank you,
beautiful,
Sharon. I love you for
beautiful.
that,
Love you,
honestly.
love you, love you.
Thank you.
So I just want to wish you all a happy, loving Halloween. I want to wish you all the love in the world. And may today be your most loving day ever. And as I say at the end of every show, who can you give a rose to? I love you. You've been listening to the Florida Love Show, where we've been spreading love in the Florida community. For more information, please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or ken@florida-love.com or on our website, florida-love.com. See you next week, 3 p.m. Friday for the Friday Love Hour. Keep spreading love in your life and have a loving week. Love you all.